Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Mike at Filmboy24, and guess what time it is? No, guess. Nope, you are way off. It is about 10:41. Why is that relevant? Well, it's not at all. But today is a special day because it's a milestone in the found film episodics that we've been doing here for a couple of years now. What that means is, in simple terms, this is found film number 50. 50 times that we've officially documented this found film, fun little series. And here it is, right here. It's Cameraman Mike's Sound Film Box Set number 20, overall found film number 50. Before we get started, I just want to say found film to me is a roll of film, Super 8, 8mm, 16mm, typically Super 8, that is kind of lost. It's a roll of film that was something similar to this, that was shot many years ago. In this instance, I think we're in the 45-year range when this was shot, and then it was tucked away somewhere and forgotten about. Was never processed. It's never been seen by anyone on this planet. And as far as I know, any other planet as well. Until today. That's right, today. You and I are going to find out together. Well, I already know, but you're going to find out exactly what's on this old roll of Kodak Ektachrome 160 sound film. It's a Type A film, which is pretty irrelevant in today's terms, simply because I process all this as a black and white negative, and I end up with something like this. A roll of film, Super 8 film, that, like I say, was shot many moons ago, and this particular roll, I know when this cart was manufactured because Kodak put edge codes on their film. Well, they used to. And according to Kodak's website, which I'm very keen to, this particular roll of film, since it has an edge code of a triangle, was manufactured in 1978. Now, I'm going to say that that film was probably shot in 1978, if not, maybe 79. And it does coincide nicely with the expiration on the side of the box. The expiration says November of 79. Now, I'm trying to do these Cameraman Mike sound films now in some kind of order. I actually think the next one was earlier in 79, but it's the right year. So based on this fact, we know that Kodak gives you about 18 months from the time they manufacture the film to shoot it, because it starts to deteriorate a little bit. I process this, like I say, in black and white. I use my standard process, which is HC110B. That's a Kodak concentrated developer. I do the B formula, which is 31 parts water, 1 part developer. And I do it for 7 minutes at about 67.5-ish degrees Fahrenheit. And then I just fix it for 7 minutes in Kodak Powder Fixer. But you do have to take the remjet off of this. This stuff had a nasty remjet layer on it on the base side, which is a black layer that was used for anti-halation. But that layer has to be removed during processing. So I do most of that. I try to get most of it off before the actual developer bath. Most of the time it doesn't work with this old film and you have to get it off at the end. And that's fine. I just took care of it. Took care of it. Harry, I took care of it. If you know that reference, let me know. Anyway, so what do we get? Well, we got some exciting, brand new adventures of Little Joey. If you're not familiar with Little Joey, take a look back at the Cameraman Mike Sound Film Box Set playlist. I'll put a card up there somewhere to the playlist. And you can get caught up with where Joey's at right now. I think we're getting relatively close to figuring out who he is in real life. I've gotten a couple of emails lately, some sleuthuses that are really helping out. And I think we figured out where he went to elementary school or elementary mid/middle. It was an academy that went from K through 8. We know the general region where they're at in Southern California, or where they were in the 70s and 80s. So I'm hoping that at some point towards the end of this entire feature of Cameraman Mike sound film that we're going to discover just exactly who these belong to, and they'll more than likely get them all back. And one thing I do want to remind everyone, if you do have an old roll of found film, particularly a roll that you found in a camera when you purchased it, or you got a lot of film or something or other, and a roll or two or all were previously exposed by someone not known to you, and you want to get it processed and shown right here on this fabulous channel, email me. My email address is in the About section right here on YouTube, and we'll work something out. I don't charge anything for it. I do keep the film, but I will showcase it on my channel right here, so long as it's not inappropriate. But if you have a roll that you have shot, or that your grandfather shot many years ago, and you want to get that processed and scanned, I can do that for you as well. Contact me. Anyway, what's on this? Let's take a peek. We're going to show you the film real quick, and then we're going to come right back and we're going to talk about it and see if we can figure some more out. Here it is.
Start again. Start again. Should we forget about it?
No.
Beautiful, beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful, 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 Joey. Beautiful,
All
Joey.
right, that's enough. Now let Daddy take a picture of the table.
Is this hooked up yet? Is this still hooked up?
Yes, Daddy.
Huh? Pretty good, Nano.
I think he was very good. That's what I think. I don't think he was pretty good. I think he was very good. David, let's don't let the hot things touch his crystal glasses.
Dad hiding over there.
Top's crooked.
Well, I don't know if it's that or if it's because it's Lincoln.
It's this top branch right
All right,
there.
this is still crooked? God, you think this kid was a movie star. All cameras are trained on him. Bend over. Joey.
Look, Joey, look.
Joey. Joseph.
Keep sawing.
There's something wrong with this camera.
Joey, saw. Now
Come on, do
turn-
something with it.
Turn your head.
Well, can't saw and look at the same time, can he?
My camera's jammed.
Rough? Higher than that, 'cause you can't saw the ground. No, a little higher than that. There you go. You're right in that groove. Not that groove. Okay. You gotta keep your saw in one place or we'll cut the tree down.
Well, there you have it. A little bit out of focus, a little dark, quite a bit of reticulation on the good old emulsion layer. We expect that from this really old film. It's very, very old film. So we get a lot of reticulation, the emulsion starts peeling off. We'll do the best we can. But what we likely know for sure, and sorry Joey if you're watching this, but we likely know that Joey is not a musician and likely not a singer at this point in his life. I shouldn't say that. He's a kid. He looks like he's a kid having a lot of fun playing his guitar and singing along. Not exactly sure what he's singing. Sounds like possibly a religious song. And then we have some dinner. Maybe it's looks like grandparents are there. Maybe it's a Christmas dinner, a pre-Christmas dinner or something like that. Because towards the end of the film itself, the last third of the film, we can clearly make out that Joey is attempting to cut down a Christmas tree. Yes, kids, that's a Christmas tree. That's a Christmas tree farm. You see, they used to be you didn't just go into your big home improvement store in the parking lot and buy your Christmas tree. You had the ability, and I'm sure there are a lot of areas that still do this, but you could go to a Christmas tree farm and you could pick out your tree and you cut it down yourself. Think Christmas Vacation. Remember on the top of the, yeah. Well, Joey's having a little bit of a struggle, and Mom's being a little persistent about taking a peek at the camera, and he's trying to saw this Christmas tree down. Coincidentally, again, if you've seen previous Cameraman Mike found films, and by the way, Cameraman Mike was it's the eBay name of the seller that gave me one of a deal on 56 rolls of this, what we now deem Cameraman Mike's sound film. But anyway, if you have kept up with it at all, you would know that found film number 34, I'll put it right up here so you can kind of remember or reference it. Found film number 34, which was Cameraman Mike film number 12, about 9 months ago we posted it, and it starts with Joey and family at that Christmas tree farm. So you see, if you're younger than about 40 years old, let me explain something to you. When you had a Super 8 camera and you had a roll of film that you had about 3.5 minutes of footage, it was a little different than just pulling out your phone and shooting video of your family's events. What you had to do is when you shoot an event, and if you had a half or a quarter or just a few seconds of film left, you didn't just take the film out, you used it for the next event. When it ran out, you popped a brand new one in. And that's exactly what happened here. At the end of the film you just saw, a new event occurred, and that new event was the Christmas tree farm. Well, the film ran out in the middle of them cutting down the tree, so they popped a new cart in, a la found film number 34, and they continued on through that cartridge, cutting the tree down and toting it away, as you can see in that film itself. So that's all we have for you today, kids. That is found film number 50. There's a couple more on there. I did some early on this channel that we didn't count towards found film, where we did find the owner of that film. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this fun little hop down memory lane. If you did, you can show me, and I'll tell you how. It takes less than a half a second, and it's free. See that? Just tap that is a little thumbs up button there, a little thing right at the bottom, right under the video. Just hit it. It just kind of lets me know that you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the video. If you did, by the way, nice segue, if you did enjoy the video, how about consider becoming a part of this beautiful little family? I do a live stream, which is film chat, just general having fun with the film community, every Sunday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, p.m. rather, Eastern time. So if you're interested in film chat and live stream, jump on in. We have a good little crowd of people, and we have a lot of fun chatting. But subscribe if you want. I mean, really, it's your choice. But until I see all of those beautiful faces again, you know whose faces I'm talking about. Yours. There it is. Whoa, there it is. There's that head bob you missed. I'll see all of you on the very, very next go-around.